Well, hello there! And once again, it is time for Mr. E's Mysteries and Magics. And in this video, we are going to be talking about my favorite deck, the gold deck, and its little brother, I guess you could say, the silver bicycle deck. Those of you who are regulars know that I just recently had a giveaway and gave away a deck of these cards. My subscriber, Mikaro, who many of you are familiar with, I'm sure, was the lucky winner. So what exactly did he get in there? Well, we're going to look at that in a minute, and we're going to look at what comes in the silver deck. And I'm going to explain a little bit about why I really like, in particular, the gold deck. So it's kind of a partial deck review, but not really. And it's kind of a partial, do some magic kind of stuff or talk about magic kind of stuff, but not really. So it's kind of a little bit of a mishmash type of video this time. So anyway, here we go. Let's take a look first at the gold deck from Bicycle. This is part of their Rainbow series. Very inexpensive. This deck is only about $4 US. The regular Bicycle decks, the red, blue, and even the black, are about $3.50 US. So it's only about $0.50 more for these cards than it is for a regular deck. So that is very reasonably priced. And of course, it's the air cushion finish that we're all so used to from Bicycle, right? So you have that to look forward to. The pips and the faces are standard Bicycle. And what do you get inside? Well, first of all, you get this, that's just a cool looking back. The gold is just, I love the color. And let's see, we'll put those aside for the time being and just show you the jokers. The jokers are two identical jokers, monochrome, and that allows you to do things like torn and restored cards or things of that nature. What I do want to tell you about now, though, is that two Gaff cards come in this deck, and as far as I know one of them for sure is unique, and the other one I am very surprised is not is unique. It shouldn't be. I'll start with that one. This is the card that I would think a card like this would be in almost every Gaff deck, but every one that I've seen, and I've looked at several for Bicycle and Copag, and none of them have a card that is half printed on either side, either top and bottom or side to side like this one is, of two different cards, kind of I don't know what you would call this, Siamese twin type of card, I guess. I've never seen this anywhere but in this deck. And I've looked for this. I would have sworn that somewhere out there is a card like this, but I haven't come across it. Not yet, anyway. The other Gaff card is this kind of nifty little three of hearts, and you can see the third pip is offset, and in the top where the pip should be, straight up, is the Q for the queen. Okay, so he can do little, slide things like that with it. Now, I am going to do some original tricks that I have created using both of these cards. And they're two different tricks, by the way, so those will be coming up in future videos. So you've got those. And what I really like about this deck, again, is the color. I like it so much that I actually have 3 decks of these gold cards. This is my performance deck right here. This one here is, this is my practice deck. You can see it's kind of been used up a little. This side is kind of worn away, and the cards are a little bit dirty on the edges. This is my practice deck, and this is the replacement parts deck, so that when I do something with the performance deck and I have people sign a card and give it away and that kind of thing, I simply go back to this deck and replace the card out of here back into my regular performance deck. And I only have one of these. This is the silver deck. All 4 of these, I should tell you, were purchased at RP Magic Shop. So especially if you're in the United States, you're going to have to order these. You're not going to find these in the stores. And I would recommend, again, give Rich at RP Magic Shop a try if you're interested in purchasing these cards. Now, what is it that's cool about the gold? Well, gold itself is a very dramatic color. People love gold, and here's the key thing about it. Civilians don't know that there are gold cards out there. So it is totally unexpected. It's gold in and of itself is very dramatic, and they're not expecting to see that. I have actually had people, when I've done a particular routine, and I'm going to show you part of it here in a minute, I've had people say, how did he turn that into gold? You know, they just don't know that it's out there, and it's just totally unexpected. Now let me show you an example of what I'm talking about. Now, it's not going to be quite as effective for you because you know what to expect, but kind of put yourself in the position of a spectator who's never seen these kinds of cards before. And, you know, think of it that way. This is the second half, in fact, not even the entire second half, of another 3-card Monty routine, different from the one that I did with the DeLance decks. This is a different routine altogether, and there is a color change involved at the end. And basically, the second half, well, both the first and second half open up the same way. But you show the cards, and I say to them, now you just take a close look and make sure you know what color the back of the card is. I'm going to show you the back of every card, okay? Now, pay attention. What color was the card? Blue, you say? No, I'm sorry. It was red. Okay, so that's cool. You know, that works. It's kind of nifty doodle, but try it now this way. I'm going to reset the deck, and we're going to do this over again. Did I put the right one? There we go. Okay, I think I've got it. Right, this set up now. Okay, so now I've got it set up, and again, I say, make sure you pay attention to the color of the back of the cards here. I'm going to show you each and every one of them. Okay, what color is the back of these cards? And they say, of course, blue. And you say, no, it's gold. Now, I mean, even though you know it's coming, I mean, come on. The gold is so much more effective. You really do get a fantastic response. You can do tricks where you turn a blue, the blue deck into a gold deck kind of thing, and just the effect of changing it to something like gold is incredible. I'll give you a little twist too, a little factoid that you can use in your patter if you want to. I'm sure many of you, if not all of you, know what alchemy is. It was the pseudoscience in the Middle Ages of trying to turn lead into gold. Well, of course, gold is the color of gold, and lead is kind of a bluish silver. They couldn't use silver, obviously, because silver is its own metal as well. So the color that they used to symbolize lead was actually blue. So if you turn a blue card into a gold card, you can use this sort of, thing about the alchemy about, yeah, they didn't know how to do it, but after many years of study, I have figured out how to turn lead into gold. Okay, so you can use that as part of your pattern. True fact, you can look it up. I'm not making that up. So anyway, that's the gold deck. I love it. I use it a lot, and I highly recommend having at least one deck of those in your repertoire because it is extremely effective. We'll just take a quick look at the little brother here, the silver cards. I hope that the silver color of the box and the cards and so on is not washed out by the lights, but you get something similar with the silver cards. Again, you get two identical monochrome jokers, and you do get two Gaff cards. One is certainly unique, and let me see if here's the first one. This is the one that I think I've seen similar sorts of things like this before. It is a 10 of spades and has a 6 of diamonds superimposed on it. So you can do, kind of a squeeze them together routine and pull this out and show that all of a sudden you've somehow put these two cards together and created this singular card. I have not yet created an effect for this one. The other one is kind of this very funny sort of Queen of Hearts. Now this is the regular Queen of Hearts that comes with the deck, and you can say that, what did the Queen of Hearts always say in Alice in Wonderland? Well, she said always, off with her head. All right, there's the Gaff card. You can see that half of the card is gone. It kind of fades away, and the head of one side is missing. And then you can continue and say, of course, that's the easy part. The hard part is putting the head back on again and there's your card. So you can do that. That's the other Gaff card that comes with the silver deck. So you've got these two Gaff cards. And again, silver's a cool color to change into as well. So they are very much excellent decks for any kind of color changes and so forth. And again, this is air cushion finish, just like all the bicycle decks you have ever had. So that's it. That's what I wanted to tell you about. I want you to go out. I want you to get a set of the deck of these gold cards for sure, and maybe even the silver cards, because let me tell you, if you use those cards, you will always leave them baffled.